Hello, and welcome to Bits Play Games. Bits Plays Banjo-Kazooie Episode 3. Back with my brother Chris.
Hello.
Alright, so last episode we finished the first level. We're gonna go find the second one and go from there. So let's get to it. Alright, so now Chris is player 1 because I finished up the last episode. So we're gonna go try to find this next level, which I say try to find, but Chris and I have this level or this game just mapped completely in our head, so we're gonna be pretty decent finding where we need to go.
So these doors are scattered all throughout the hub world, and as you could see, you need to get so many musical notes to pass through. I was thinking this one was 80, I think I mentioned before, but it's actually 50.
Yeah, I was mentioning that in the last episode. I was wondering if you were gonna be right. Yeah, I thought 50 was a little low for it to let you progress, but I guess they didn't want people to feel stuck early on, so they made it a very manageable goal, I think.
I'm almost curious to see, like, in the original, was it 50? Like, for some reason, 80 is sticking in my head, so I don't know if it was changed or I'm just mistaken.
I want to say it wasn't changed because I feel like the games on the N64 Online are just basically the N64 ROMs, but they have made some changes with some of the games, so you could be right. That's something I feel like I'm going to want to look up. But we'll let you guys know in the next episode if we figure that out.
Okay, so these, what would you call these?
Cauldrons?
Like a pot? What's that?
The cauldrons.
Cauldrons, yeah. So they're scattered around the hub world. So once I find the mat, I awoke that one, and then I need to find a matching one.
Yeah, of the same color.
Wake up, and then you can warp from one to the other.
Yeah. And now this lady.
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, I was gonna say this lady is Gruntilda's sister, Brentilda. I never remember that name, but. She, as she said, she's the nicer sister, and she gives you 3 facts about Gruntilda every time you find her in the game, in the castle. And it's important, I won't say now or why, but it's important to remember each fact she gives you about Gruntilda. It helps you in a later part of the game.
So I'm gonna hit B, just Grunty brushes her raw teeth with salted slug flavored toothpaste.
That's the same I use.
What, do I click it again?
You just keep hitting B to talk to her.
She washes her hair with baked beans. and she gets her clothes from the trash can. Okay, let's see if we can remember those for when we need them. But
yeah, I think you have to go to the painting to the right. I think that's the only thing you left to do in here.
Yeah, so this is going to be for World 2, and it looks like we need 2 pieces.
Treasure
What do you
Cove.
hit? Do you hit A or the trigger button?
You hit Z. Z fills in everything at once. Is it working for you?
No.
Okay, I think Bottles actually tells you that later on, so I guess you can't do it till then, but I think you just hit A.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because he gives you a little instruction here. Yeah, so once it's filled, you can't remove them anymore. So basically, if you changed your mind on a level and you almost had it filled, you can take the pieces, but we never do that. We usually, since we're doing this 100%, we're pretty much going to have what we need all the time.
So we just unlocked Treasure Trove Cove, which for me is probably one of my favorites. It's probably definitely in the top 3 for me in this game. So
I agree. I feel like the music really it's really memorable. You'll see. It really captures the beach adventure kind of vibe it was going for.
So I'm just going in here to get this out of the way.
Is there a cauldron in here?
I think there's another one.
And a mumbo token up there maybe.
Yeah.
Yep, right there. And there's the cauldron. Now, is that the matching one from the one you just got? Or is that different?
It's a different one.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there was something up here.
Is there a life on top of that, maybe?
Or a feather? Yeah.
A feather. Okay, that's. I didn't remember that was up there. I thought there was a life, but yeah.
So
we'll get a move later on.
Right.
For that.
These gold feathers, we don't have the move yet for them, so we'll learn that. I think in the third world.
Yeah, you're right. It's the Clanker's Cavern. Jeez. Is the level where you get that. It seems like you're still adjusting to the little bit of input delay.
Do we need to go down here yet?
No, not yet. That is later on. Is that might be? Is that where you go for the what is it? TikTok wood thing? I think. It's either in here or in the Clanker's Cavern area where you're going to that under the water. But no, I think the swamp's in that one. So, yeah, I think the one you just looked at was for the... What is it? TikTok Wood? I can never remember the name.
Click Clock Wood?
Click Clock... Well, it's either TikTok or Click Clock Wood. It's one of the last levels. It's, I think, one of my favorites, but we'll get there later on.
And then these red feathers are for a move that we will learn in this world.
Yeah, in this world, yep.
Okay.
So they're kind of
I'm going to hop. Let me make sure there's nothing behind here. There's always things hidden. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to hop in, and then I'll let you take... Oh my gosh, the camera.
Okay, go ahead.
There we go. And then you can go ahead and switch.
All right. Yeah, I think we have to always make sure going into the level we're able to like 100% the level when we're in here, because sometimes if you don't do the levels in the right order, it's like, oh, well, you're going to need a move to get a certain jiggy, and then you have to leave anyway. So, and then there might be something where the musical notes... Alright, oh no! The shark always scared me as a kid. It's relentless, but we had to get that, Jinjo.
Especially when the music changes and you know it's coming after you.
Yeah, you have the ominous, like, shark music come on, where it's like bum bum, like Jaws-esque, kind of. Alright, so I think I'll start out this level, because since you kind of handed over control before you got a jiggy, I'll get this jiggy, and we'll switch you right back over. I remember as a kid, this is one of the first boss fights I ever saw, and to me it was always intimidating, but it's not too hard of a fight. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna get hurt. What the heck's his name?
Did he say his name?
Yeah, it was like Nippler or something. I just saw like nipples. Yeah, and I was like, what the heck is his name? He has a pretty basic attack pattern. He claws, 3 times, and then you can go in for the hit. So he gets a little faster. So if you just time it right, it's not too bad. And there's some when you come musical notes.
I think there's something behind his shell.
Yeah, you're probably right, because even in the levels there's not the Mumbo's not in, you can still get the tokens, and I think there might be one hidden behind him.
So Mumbo is not in this level.
Yeah,
right?
He is not. Yeah. Oh, no, he's not in this level. It would be cool. I feel like it would have been cool to become a crab or something, and you can go underwater, but I feel like it's a little ambitious, probably even for this game, first making it, to, have a transformation for each level.
Right.
Okay, I'll switch you back over.
Okay.
All right. So, any one in mind specifically you want to go for, or you just you're gonna look behind the shell, right?
I'm gonna look behind the shell, and then I'm thinking I'll probably just go to the pirate ship and grab. Yep, Mumbo token.
There it is. Yep, Mumbo.
And grab that since it's right over here.
Yeah.
See, this world is going to take a little longer to complete, just because it's got more things and it's more in depth.
Yeah, it's not straightforward, I don't think. Right. Yeah, I feel like, there's like...
I guess I'll learn this move while we're here.
While you're here, yeah. Pad. Yep. Yeah, this level is like it's hard to get like a nice path just to get all the jiggies and all the musical notes. Like the other levels, it's a little easier to kind of know exactly what to do. In this one, you're just kind of like
go around the first level like counterclockwise or clockwise and
yeah,
get
exactly.
every jiggy.
Yeah.
I think there's something up here.
Yeah, Jinjo. Yep, green Jinjo. And then just, the musical notes.
Let me see if I can slide down here and get everyone.
Yeah, get them all at one time.
I'm trying to get my camera.
It's not going to line up perfectly. There you go. Nice, nice.
Okay, let's talk to Captain Blubber. I think that's his name. Let's see.
Yeah, it is. Captain Blubber. Captain Blubber. Oh, man. Yeah, I feel like this level's probably one of the more open-feeling levels, I think.
Yeah, definitely. There's just, there's lower parts of the level, higher parts, like really high parts, like once you get to the lighthouse.
I always thought that was cool. I'll kind of bring it up again when we get there, but just what they do with the sound once you get up there, I always thought that was cool as a kid.
Okay, jeez. You definitely have more control when you kick with your feet instead of using
Kazooie's wings, yeah. So when we were younger, and my memory's always clouded with that, but did you and our cousin Jenny, did you guys beat the game, or did you guys just make it really far?
I remember playing it with her every time they came to visit.
Yeah.
I remember this, the one world I remember playing in, like where she was there watching or playing also, was the last world, Click Clock Woods or TikTok Woods, whichever one is, whatever you want to call it.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
But yeah, I have that same memory. But I don't think we beat it. I think I remember like beating it on my own after they came to visit, and then telling her, the next time I
you
talked
guys
to
made
her
it
that
to
I beat
the
it.
last boss.
I honestly can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, I was younger than you by like 5 years, so I feel like it's probably even more cloudy for me. So, I probably just like am matching when she was over and you guys would play, and then seeing you on the last boss and kind of being stuck on the last boss.
We may have made it to the part right before the last boss.
The game show,
boss, yeah. No spoilers, Ben.
Well, I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, so let me get this gold to
Blubber
cap here.
You can't swim.
Yeah.
The hippo that can't swim.
Okay, so this is going to be Jiggy number 2.
Yep. Alright.
Okay.
So you can go ahead and grab that, and we'll switch right back over and go on and get the next one. Alright.
I remember because we played Mario 64 first, and then we eventually got this game and played this. I remember the one thing that I did like was every time you would collect a Jiggy in this game,
it kept you in the level.
It kept you in the level, and you didn't get like booted out just to have to jump back in like you did in Mario 64 when you got the gold star.
Yeah, that was so annoying. I understand why they did it, because they changed parts of the level for each star, but at the same time, it just made it so annoying. And in this game, the level is the level, so like you can just keep going, and it's just a lot more satisfying, I think.
Yeah, what you see is what you get when it comes to these worlds.
This game. So this move I just got, like you can use Kazooie's legs, and it springs you upwards when you have these pads. So it will help us get a few things in this level and then the following levels. So we'll just what the heck, I thought I was on the pad, and then because I was like, oh, I'm on the pad, because you can jump off, and then I might as well get these musical notes. I didn't see them, and then land on the ground below, and you can still make it. That's usually what I do for that. as I struggle to even get any of these musical notes. Okay. I always hated those clam enemies because they're a little harder to kill, and then if they attack you, they steal your eggs, which was always annoying.
Oh, do they? Yeah. I don't know if I remember
Wait,
that.
I'll let him hit me and watch the noise it makes. He goes.
Oh, does he go after it?
He goes after your eggs, and then he licks his chops like as he hits you. It's always. I always thought it was a funny sound effect they did for that one. All right.
I don't think I ever realized they went after your eggs.
Yeah, they do. Okay, as I just wasted all that time. Okay, now I use the pad, and I can get these musical notes. I mean, I know I can make these jumps by just doing the, kind of the double jump or whatever, but... Come on. Oh, maybe I... Okay.
There you go.
Got another Jinja. Yeah. Get these... I think... Actually, we're gonna have to come back to this platform later on anyway, but...
Yeah.
I'll just get these while I'm here, because... Just save maybe a little time. Come on. And...
Nice.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright,
now I'll try to jump back down here, and
at least
then...
you got your shadow to go by.
I know, that helps. I think we have all the feathers, so I don't really need to get those. Oh, good. Okay, kind of skip that one. And getting a jiggy.
Number 3.
Number 3. All right, switch right back over to you.
Okay. I guess I'll head back down here. Which is.
I think there's some musical notes in those. Yeah, careful with him. He takes like 2 or 3 hits.
Jeez.
Yeah, as he takes all your eggs. There you go. And he took a feather. He takes all your freaking items.
Okay.
Jeez. So remember the backflip is like... Nice. Yeah. We always want to get all the musical notes when we... well, at least you got out.
That's one way
when
to
we
get
see
out.
them. Because if you're missing one, there's nothing more annoying than missing one musical note and then just running around the level like a maniac, not knowing where it's at.
Checking every single possible spot.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, you might as well, I guess, go up here. I think there's a flight path, and you can also get the musical notes there.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, jeez. Yeah, but the one thing with this level is always the shark. Like, you go in any body of water kind of outside the level a little bit, like this water, the shark comes for you, and he's always swimming pretty fast at you, too.
If you do fall in the water, you want to make sure you have a quick exit nearby.
Yeah, exactly. You do the double jump, that helps move you a little faster. There's musical notes on those ladders, but
I feel like we'll come back to that.
Okay.
I'm just going to hit all these X's.
Okay. Remember, there's a Jiggy also in one of these bodies of water at the bottom.
Yeah. We'll come back.
Okay.
While I'm flying, and I just want to get these.
Do this one while we're thinking about it. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. 50 feathers is a little rough. I mean, I can't wait till we build that up a little bit.
What is the max? Do you remember? Is it 200?
I think when you up the eggs, it goes to 200. The feathers, I would assume it's all 200, but I couldn't tell you 100% until we get that.
I'm just gonna grab these while I'm here.
I'll mention it a little bit later on, but in this level, there's an area where there's kind of like a keypad where there's like these little blocks with letters on it where you need to spell out Banjo-Kazooie to get a Jiggy. And it's an important area because later in this game, in Gruntilda's lair, there's secret areas where you find a book called Cheeto, and he gives you codes that will increase your item capacity, like your eggs and feathers. So this area is going to be something we have to revisit because it's kind of a cool way they did back then where you could increase your item capacity and everything like that.
And then are we also going to talk about the stop and swap? We can always bring that up later.
We'll talk about that. I think the first... Actually, we can talk about that now because this is actually the first level where that actually is relevant. So in Banjo-Kazooie, they were really trying to be ambitious with this mechanic where once you beat the game, they wanted you to come back. Well, yeah, they wanted you to come back and like get these certain items that you can't get until after you beat the game. And what they wanted to do was, when the sequel Banjo-Tooie came out, was do this thing called Stop and Swap, where you would have Banjo-Tooie in the system, like the cartridge in, and then once everything's selected, you would remove the cartridge and put the Banjo-Kazooie cartridge in, and then it would like give you these you would be able to do this special stuff, like with the interconnectivity of the save files. Now, the way they did that is when you remove the cartridge from the system, it actually kept a little bit of memory. It kept the memory for, or like the save memory or something, for a very brief moment in time. So that's why you had to kind of do it quickly. But the idea was really cool, and they wanted to use that like feature that the N64 had, but it just never really came to life because they either ran out of time or they just couldn't get it to work properly. But there's still the items and the little callbacks to the actual feature and everything.
I think, and I thought you explained that pretty well, and I'm glad you did instead of me, but I think one of the reasons why they didn't go through with it was because there was a possibility of damaging either your system or your cartridge by, you know, taking it out while the system's still on and putting another one in. At least that's what I think I remember reading, but I'm not 100% on that.
Wait, did you get it, Jiggy?
Yes. I was hoping you didn't notice.
Try to get a little more.
I didn't want to interrupt
time.
You while you were explaining that.
No, so I'm glad you didn't, because I knew that was a little. I probably could have said more about it because I forget about it.
Yeah, there's these platforms below you too. I don't know if you want to do those.
There's two Mumbos in here. Oh my gosh.
Too close.
Yeah, but anyway, with the Stop and Swap. In this level, I don't know if I can see it from here, but there is a little island or a little thing with a sign on it that comes out of the water where you can come back after you beat the game. Yeah, I'll come down here like you said. I think there's a Jiggy. And then after this one we can, and after this
you
one...
don't even have to switch players. You could just get the, over the next one. Well, that's 5, so what do you want to do?
Yeah, that's 5. I think we'll call it with that one. I think we can start the next episode by getting the one in the water just above us, because that's the closest one. Okay. But, yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. Alright, so that was Bits Plays Banjo-Kazooie, Episode 3. We made a good bit of progress, got into the next level, Treasure Cove Trove, I think it was called?
Treasure Trove Cove.
Yeah. And we kind of got halfway through it, so we'll finish it up next episode and probably try to find the level after that. But I think we made pretty good progress.
Sounds good, and we'll see you guys on the next one.
All right, bye.